Last episode, I finally built the first roller coaster in the park, which resulted in a massive expansion to the steampunk-themed area, a lovely ride queue line, and a creeper having a good time. Today, I have no idea what's going to happen, so here's a quick look into the future. Did that work? I hope so, otherwise this would be really awkward. Before we get started, I want to say thanks to CyberPower UK for supporting this episode. Check out the link in the description below. So, this new area over here, it's a bit of a mess, or a bit clean, maybe, I guess. It's all just, yeah, block colour. So we've got a lot of work to do, starting with the station up here. But we also need to put in a photo booth, the toilets and restrooms, depending where you're from, I guess. And of course, the sound effects, not just for the ride itself, but for the whole area. First though, thanks to you lovely people in the comments, I've learned some things. The first of which involves train stations, which it appears I only have one of, so I guess we're going to need to make more of these. I'll be right back. Ah, I removed my sturdy sheet making machine because it was just blocking lots of stuff, wasn't it? Maybe this is something I should actually make a bit more permanent, and it would probably actually fit in with that steampunk area. I mean, we do have infinite lava there after all, so we could just build like a little outside thing potentially somewhere that just, yeah, makes sturdy sheets. So I guess we're gonna make a machine first thing today then. Didn't see that one coming. Gotta love doing an unplanned episode. So to make a sturdy sheets machine, we're gonna need a bunch of stuff. We're gonna need some pumps. We're gonna need more pipes than that. There we go, lots of pipes. We're going to need a hose pulley, which means I need to get myself a bit more kelp. Luckily, we live on an island. So while that's cooking up, what else do we need? A spout. Okay, I think we've got a couple of bits of kelp. Yeah, let's grab those. Get one of them. All right, that's our kelp, so we can get that. We're also going to need some belts, so we might as well make a few. Now I should be able to make my hose pulley. We're going to need a hand crank to lower that down. Though to be honest, we might just be able to connect to the pipes already under the power plant. We'll try that first. So we might not have needed that after all, but oh well. We're going to need some cogs. We're going to need some shafts. And yeah, we're going to do the whole process. So we may as well make ourselves some crushing wheels as well. If I can remember how to do it. I think it's this and then andesite alloy all around the outside. Yep, perfect. I think what I can do with these crushing wheels, do I have any granite? Yes. So if I grab these and put this on here and the crushing wheels there. Yeah, look at that. That'll look a bit more steampunky. Okay, I think I've got everything I need. Let's go find out after a nap. Now, the question is, where do I put this? We've got a bit of space over here that I can't really do much with because this building is only 1 block thick. So yeah, maybe I can do something around here. In fact, could also make use of down the bottom there and sort of have a obsidian generator that then crushes it down and then feeds it over here and then make the sturdy sheets over here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Gives me something to do with this area. So the first thing I should do over here though is get some supports in because a lot of this coaster is still missing supports, but we'll just work through it bit by bit throughout the episode when we're building up an area, starting with this one. Okay, so for this support, I think we're going to have to do a diagonal one. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Now we can actually see what we're working with, I guess. And I guess the first thing I'm gonna want to do is get some lava over here. Maybe we could do something with that under here. Yeah, look at that. Look, the lava's just over there. Ow! Oh, jeez. Oh, my days. Definitely need more torches down here. Right, no harm done. Well, not much. So let's collect some lava. Is there lava? There. There is not. I think what I need to do is approach this from above. So this is where the lava is currently. If I was to send a pipe that way, question is, does that give me lava? No, we're going to need a pump. But that's okay. We've got some power here already. We may as well make use of it. Now I just need to stretch this pipe all the way over to that pit somewhere. So I've got the lava running, we've got a small storage tank here, and then I've just got it running over the floor into a little pocket over here, because this is where we're going to make some obsidian. But I'm also going to need power, so let's see. Maybe we can do something creative with this. So this is our power plant here, and currently it's just kind of going into that wall. We've also got it coming out this side. Maybe what I can do is use this shaft we've already got here just to get it over to the other side of the station. That feels like a good first step. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right in the corner. So that's got that bit spinning. Let's see where it goes out here. So it looks like it comes out right above our queue line. So let's just extend this all the way to where we need it for now, and then we'll figure out how to make it look nice. Okay, so that gets power over to this corner, which we're going to need to be able to pump all the lava later on. I think I might actually just go underground here. Let's change this a little bit. Have it run up against that wall. Right, that's that a bit tidier. And now we just need to connect it up down here somewhere. And that should just about do that. Awesome, now we have power. Let's run that over here. Use some chain drives. Gearbox. Ow! Leave me alone. Busy. And a drill. These are looking a bit weird though, so maybe we should give them a little bit of support. Just something like that. I think it's all it needs. Right, so that's power sorted. That's lava sorted. Now I need water. And maybe some glass too. We chuck that in there. We should get obsidian, and then that should get mined away. Well, it's taking forever. Maybe I should speed this thing up. That's a problem. I have an idea. Grab a leaf block, leaf there, and waterlog it. Now what I need to do is collect this obsidian. I think we'll just use a simple belt for that. Okay, we have obsidian being generated. This is good. Now we need to crush it. So if I was to put in, nope, not that. If I was to put in a couple of gearboxes here, shafts, just extend this belt all the way over to there, and add the crushing wheels. That should then give us powdered obsidian. Yep, look at that. We can also get the obsidian back as well, so I kind of need to rotate it back around the crushing wheels again, I guess. Or maybe we could have a second set. We've got the space. So if I maybe put in an item vault here, doesn't need to be a big one, and maybe we can use that for collecting the obsidian. Or the obsidian dust, I should say. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That back, and then switch direction. Then we'll have another vault here. Get all of this connected up. Then get a couple more funnels in. We can just keep rotating that obsidian round and round until it all gets turned into dust. Let's just make all this look a little bit nicer, though. Oh, no. Well, that wasn't ideal. Alrighty, let's just collect my body. And we'll just pretend none of that happened. And ignore my body laying there. It'll be fine. Though I appear to be blocking the function of the machine. Oh dear. Well, I hope... Oh, no, there we go. Okay, cool. I was about to say, I hope I don't stay there too long, but yeah, cease to exist already. All right, well, it's not a bad start. We've got a lot of detailing to do, but at least we've got a farm in. And now what I need to do is take this obsidian dust up here. All right, so I've now got a belt in that goes into the wall down here and comes out at the top here. Did I just see a... Yeah, okay, we'll avoid him. That means we're going to be having powdered obsidian coming across here, and around here is where we then need to squirt lava on it. Just like that. For the lava, what we're going to do is have this go around the edge here, and have it go down underground next to this. Uh-oh. Oh, geez, and another one. But anyway, as I was saying, we're going to bring this pipe down here and just connect it straight up to the pipe we've already got. So that's the first step of that bit done. Now we need a couple of presses, I think. Yep, we need 2 of those. That's easy enough. Those in there and there. Then we just need to give it power, which is easy enough. We can grab that from here. All right, I think I've got this all sorted out. So once it's been turned into a sturdy sheet, it will go around here, get flung over that way, and then they'll come out here. So I just need to test this by putting a funnel there. Hopefully we should get what we want. Wonderful, look at that. And I've set these up so that this one will deposit 1 and this one will only deposit exactly 64. So yeah, that should sort us out quite nicely. We've just got to do a little bit of decoration to make this look nice. See the montage. It's taken all afternoon, but this area is starting to look better. I'm just floating around in free cam at the moment. I'm standing over there. But down here, I've turned it into some kind of a small mining operation type thing, as if they're pulling up the obsidian, and then that's all getting converted and turned into what we want over here in this fancy section. I've also started sorting out some of the buildings around here. You can see I've got as far as there, so I've just tried to make these look a little bit more interesting, so they're not just flat color like these ones. And I have to say, with this track, I'm really liking these new buffers that are in Steam and Rails. They are awesome. I've also added a little bit more smoke here and there. We've got lighting all around, and we've got another track at the top here next to this machine thing that kind of just goes into a small garage door. Obviously, that doesn't actually lead anywhere because there's a rail on the other side of that for our roller coaster. I also drove the monorail round just to see how that looks when it's going through, and I think this is all going to work quite nicely. But most importantly, we've now got sturdy sheets, which means we can make our train stations and do the thing I was going to do right at the start of the episode. But that was probably about 10 minutes ago now. So I need a few train casings, which I believe is brass and then sturdy sheets. Yep, there we go. I'm glad I got that right after building all that stuff. Ow! What in the world? Is there a witch on the roller coaster? Jeez, it's really hard to say. I think there is, you know. There is! Poisoned me on the way past. The cheek. Unbelievable. You build them a roller coaster, and this is the kind of respect I get. Anyway, we need train stations, so we're going to need a bunch of compasses and a bunch of train casings. All right, now, on to what was told to me in the comments, and it's actually very important and very useful. Before we do this, though, I need to get rid of this witch. She's causing me some right trouble. Get out of it. Right. She's gone. So, on to what I learned from you lovely, wonderful people in the comments. And that is mainly that the train stations actually have another setting I was completely unaware of. So, if I go up here to the top of this lift hill, I put in a station here. We're going to call this drop 1. And basically, at some of the places where it goes up and down, I'm going to put in some new stations, and we'll find out why in just a moment. All right, I think I got them all in. I might have got some of the numbering wrong, but we'll find that out in just a moment. Now, what I need to do is grab this dude's train schedule. So give me that. If we go to waypoint through station, it means it won't actually stop there. But if we go to drop 1 and then put in a speed change to 100%, as it goes past that station, which is the one at the top there, it'll go from 15% speed up the lift to 100% speed down the ramp. And that speed and momentum is going to carry them down up to here, but then it's got quite a big uphill bit here, so it's going to start slowing down again. So now I can go through another waypoint, which is going to be lift 1. And it takes a while for the speed to actually take effect. It's not like it's instant, so it's going to take a while to slow down. So we're going to bring that down to 15%. And then the hope is by the time it gets to this bit at the top here, where it goes very steep, it'll be going slow enough that I can then put in another waypoint through lift 2, and then set the speed to 5% as it slowly crawls up this lift hill. It should work quite nicely. And of course, at the top of that hill, we've got another drop. And basically, I just need to go around my whole track and do all of this now. And that should make the roller coaster go around the track a little bit more realistically in regards to speed. All right, so I've got all my stations set up. I've given the driver the new schedule, so hopefully it should go a little bit slower up here now, and then it should speed up as it goes over the top here. Yep, there we go. Then it should start to go slower as it goes up here. Nice and slow over the top. Speed up as it goes round. Speed up more as it goes down there. Okay, this seems to be working. Can't remember where that comes out. Round the back here, maybe? Oh, yeah, there we go. And then it should go slowly up here. Maybe a little bit too slowly. And it speeds up again on the helix. This is good. That should probably be a bit slower. Then it should slow down, speed up a little bit there. There's not really enough time for it to do that, I guess, so the momentum will carry it through. All right, I think we're almost there. Just need to fine-tune a couple of bits. Right, let's try that again, shall we? I should probably slow down that start bit a little bit as well. That's looking better. That speed there is better. It slows down just enough, I think. And this back corner here was a little bit too slow as well. Let's see how this is looking now. Okay, it's slow, but it's not as slow as it was. This is good. But it speeds up on the helix. Goes up and over and down. and then pull slowly into the station. All right, I think we're good. But who knew stations actually do waypoints? That's going to come in very handy for all of our rides in future, no doubt. So thank you to everyone who pointed that out to me in the comments. So now we've got all that sorted, the next job, I think, is to actually sort out the exit queue line and the station here, because then the ride itself is pretty much complete. We're just going to have to sort out all the scenery and everything on the outside. So the first thing I'm going to need is a little bit of a floor down here, because this is going to be our exit. Okay, I figured out where some exit stairs can go. This is pretty much the only place they'll actually fit to be able to bring us down here, but it looks a little bit bland, as does the rest of the station. So let's do something about this, starting with sleep. A short while later, and I'm making a little bit of progress up here. We've got some moving stuff, some posters. I need to get some more of these ceiling spinny things. I think they look quite good and add a bit of movement. And I've started adding some stuff on the other side as well, but we've still got a long way to go. However, I have discovered these letter signs, and I think these could be quite handy. I move this fence back a little bit, but these could be handy for marking queue lines. Can I rotate these? Or does it come down to where I actually place them? That could be a problem. I only seem to be able to place them facing one direction on the floor. That is really not helpful. Not helpful at all. Alrighty then, let's maybe try something else here. So can I do this? Okay, this works. We do, of course, have our separate queue line for number 1. I mean, it's not exactly what I was hoping, but I think it definitely works. A short while later, and I think we're just about there. I've got some finer details in, although I have noticed a bit of a problem with the coaster. And that is when it runs out of coal, it goes exceptionally slow on these bits where we've slowed it down. So yeah, at some point we are going to have to find a way to keep this filled up with coal, otherwise it's just, well, it's just going to be going too slow, and we don't want that. But we've got plenty of space. We might be able to put a tree farm or something down here, just automatically cook the coal and feed it directly into the train when it's at the station. That's probably going to be our best solution, but we'll tackle that later. For now, what I want to do is tackle this area here, this back alley. So as this is where the ride is going to exit, in fact, what I should probably do, I did make one, is put a stop sign on here just so people know not to go in that way. But directly outside, we've got this small orange building here, and this, I feel, is going to be perfect for a little sort of photo booth from the coaster. You know, you often have those on theme parks where you get off the ride and they've taken a really awkward photo of you. But I think that's what I'm going to put in here. The first thing I'm going to need to do is actually finish this building off so that I can put this in here. I think it might be time to sort out my inventory. What a mess. And I have been gradually expanding my storage and reorganizing things. We've got this whole room through here now with lots of smaller boxes. So yeah, we do have a bit more space than we did. But we're not storing everything yet. We're not really doing anything with these sort of variants of blocks, such as the 2 that I'm holding right now. But let's offload what we can. Well, it's not perfect, but it's a lot clearer than it was. All right, this little area here should do fine. I'm just got to work out how I'm actually going to do it. And a short while later, I think that's looking pretty good. I've actually just got the same photo 6 times currently. We're going to have to get some more people to ride the ride. Just a whole lot of Beardstone over there at the moment, and that's not what we want. We've also got the steampunk version of Zedaf here. He's acting as the teller. He's actually just started a new Create series, so I thought that was quite apt. But now I need to sort out the rest of this area. We've got 1, 2, 3 and a bit, and this thing. Yeah, we've got a good few buildings to sort out around here, as well as, of course, the path and the other bits and bobs around this area. So this is going to be my next task, I think. But there's a lot to do here, and I'd quite like your ideas as well, so I think I'm actually going to stream for like the first time in a year. I'll let you know how it goes in a moment. Good news, stream went well and I had a wonderful time. And hopefully those of you that could join me also enjoyed it too. I'm sure we'll do plenty more in future if you didn't manage to catch it. But, well, we also streamed on YouTube as well as Twitch, so you can catch the VOD. It is live on the channel somewhere. I'll link to it in the description. So if you do want to check that out, you can see what we've done. I've also done a few bits since the stream, just because it still needed a little bit of tidying up. I got too busy chatting to everyone. I didn't actually get that much done. But the walls are all looking a lot better around here. We've got lots of weird devices and things going on, sort of contraptions and whatnot. I've also made sure that the rail is suspended everywhere and sorted out this pit down here. And I've extended out the back of this building. I decided to add some smoke into it as well, just to sort of cover the hole a little bit. And I think that works quite well. And I've done a little bit more work on some of these buildings here. We're almost into the corner. I just haven't done the upstairs. But all in all, I'm very pleased with how all of this is coming together, but I think we're going to take a break from decoration because, well, we've still got a huge chunk to go and it's going to take forever. And it's already Friday. I'd like to get this video out to you on time on Sunday. I didn't actually get a chance to record yesterday as I went and actually met Foxy Notal in person at the YouTube Gaming HQ. That was a lot of fun. I even took this horrific photo. But as a result, instead of doing more decoration around here, I think what we're actually going to do is solve the coal problem that we're probably going to have with this coaster. Because as I say, when it runs out, because we've added in these slow bits now, it just goes a little bit too slow when it doesn't have a source of fuel. And that means we should probably make ourselves a tree farm. So what we can then do is just cook all of the logs from the tree farm, get charcoal, and feed that directly into the train when it's pulled into the station. So what I've done is if we go in here, we do actually have a room. This is directly below the station, and well, this seems as good a place as any to do a small tree farm. As long as we only use like birch trees, for example, then we should be fine because they don't grow as tall as that ceiling. So that means we're not going to have any leaf problems up there. Now, I think the first thing I'm going to do is just sort out this power method up here. We're going to get this up on the ceiling just so it's out of the way, and then we're going to have a nice big clear space in the middle here. So I've got that power moved up to the ceiling, and I've just put some strips in the ground here. This is where we're going to grow our rows of birch trees, and we've got a little channel here, because my thinking is we're just going to use a minecart contraption that's just going to bounce backwards and forwards, and then that way we can just offload things at this side and pump it straight up into the train. It should be fairly straightforward, hopefully. But I don't have what I need on me to actually get this working, so we need to go make ourselves some saws. We're going to need a cart assembler, and we're going to need to make ourselves a little minecart contraption from that. And then we're going to need the whole delivery drop-off system as well, so I guess some storage interface things would be quite handy. Let's go grab some stuff. Alrighty, I think I've got everything I need. We're gonna... Oh no, I haven't. This is the wrong rail. Dang it! Alrighty, let's try that again. So, what we want is powered rail down here. Make sure that's powered. We want one of these arrow ones here, and a normal one there. Then we'll just put the minecart contraption in, and what I want to do is get my pickaxe. We want to make sure that this is set to lock rotation, so that the saws don't start spinning around everywhere. We certainly don't want that. And if we put saws here, get those connected up, then we're going to need a barrel and a portable storage interface. We'll put the exit for that there so that we can then feed everything up. So that part should work. I forgot to make deployers though. We're going to need lots of those. Well, 4. I don't think I've got any in here. No. Do have brass sheets though, so we might get away with it. Alright, we got them. So if I put deployers here, get that rotated around the right way. In fact, let's maybe put them in the right place as well. It should be as simple as that. Let's just get all of this glued together. And then we're going to put a filter here so we can take the birch logs one way and the saplings another way. That should work nicely. I just need to get myself some saplings, and then I need to actually put a minecart under this thing. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? So let's stick a minecart there. Then if I just turn this thing on here, I should just keep going backwards and forwards. Wonderful. If we turn it off, it snaps back into place. Perfect. I think I just need to take out one more line here, though, because, yeah, when it's actually running, it's not going to be able to get behind them. Let's go get some saplings. We'll set filters on the back of these deployers, and we'll also set a filter over here. Just for now, it will dump the saplings on that side, and it will dump any logs on that side. Now, let's turn it on, and that should... Plant my saplings? Why you no plant my saplings? Oh, I didn't actually put the saplings in. That'll be helpful. Let's try that again. No. Okay. Just seem to have offloaded them all at this side without actually planting them. That's very weird. Oh, now you've all got saplings in your hands. I see. I didn't use coarse dirt there, did I? No. Well, I don't know what his problem is. Let's actually give them a bunch directly. Nope, still not planting. They can be planted. So why you no work? That's really weird. They're set to the right mode. They're set to use. Wait a minute. They're too low. What I need to do is raise them up by a block. Now, if we load them up, load up the barrel and actually get these bits stuck on, now it should plant saplings. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Okay, so that's going to generate wood for us. And then we're going to stick a bucket of lava there for getting rid of all the excess saplings, because, of course, as soon as it cuts down a tree, it is going to plant straight away. So by the time it gets here, it can just get rid of all the excess. Now what I need to do is get all of this wood cooked. How are we going to do that? Something like this should do the trick nicely. So what we've now got is the logs coming out here. They get turned into... Ow! That was painful. They get cooked up and turned into charcoal, which then goes into the tubes here. They go flying upstairs. We've basically just got some lava and fans set up here to do the cooking. And now that it's all caught up, it should just be a few at a time. And then if we go upstairs, just in the nick of time, as this train goes past here, what it's going to do is pick up some of the charcoal. If we look in this barrel now, we can see it's got lots of cooking stuff. And yeah, that's the logs from when I was practicing and trying to get it all sorted. But we've got plenty of coal, which I put in there previously. But as you can see, it is starting to accept charcoal. And it's going to take a few every time it goes round, but it'll be more than enough to keep the train going. Something else I want to do, though, is put on a threshold switch on this barrel here, because this is the one that's going to hold all the extra charcoal. So if we grab some brass and a comparator, running out of space here, get ourselves one of these. I'm going to stick that on this barrel. And basically, once it gets to 75% full, it's going to send out a redstone signal. So we need to grab that signal, and we're going to do that with a redstone link. Set that to charcoal. We're going to receive that signal over here, invert it. So we'll do like a little thing down here. In fact, it's probably going to have to be underground. So if we put a redstone torch on there and then stick another one of those links. Where did I put them? Over here. And we'll stick a link on there. Right click it with a wrench to set to receive, and also set that to charcoal. Now what's going to happen is when that receives a signal, it's going to turn off the redstone torch, and that's going to turn off this machine. But that should produce more than enough coal to keep this ride running, which is good. In fact, I'm going to have a quick look and just see how much it's got in it at the moment. We've still got some to load in, and it already has almost a stack and a half. Brilliant. Definitely getting more than it's going to use. Well, I'm quite pleased with that. We now have a self-sufficient roller coaster that's never going to go stupid slow, because it did look quite ridiculous. I've also made really good progress over here with our sturdy sheep farm, sorting out round the back. I'd say we've got quite a lot done today. But we've still got a whole lot more to do, including lighting. It's very dark over there. And in the last episode, I did have a lot of people asking in the comments about a point of view ride on the roller coaster, and I did actually do a few of those on the live stream, but I want to save the full cinematic of it until we've actually got this area complete. I think that's really going to look awesome. But sadly, that's going to have to wait, because that's all I've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.